The slap that started it all. The hallway buzzed with the usual clamor of students rushing to their next class. Laughter, locker doors banging, sneakers squeaking against the tiled floor. Amidst the chaos, Maya Lin moved like a shadow, quiet, unnoticed, and always alone. But that day silence fell like a record scratching mid-song. A loud voice called out, "Where do you think you're going, weirdo?" Maya didn't look up, she never did. Avoiding eye contact was safer, especially when Chad Bowers was around. Chad was the school's golden boy, tall, athletic, and feared as much as admired. Flanked by his usual goons, he stomped toward her, his lips curled in a smirk that spelled trouble. Without warning, his hand came across her cheek. Gasp echoed down the hallway. Maya froze. The sting radiated through her face, the shock pulsed through her bones. And then something snapped, not in fear but deep inside her in resolve. Before the teacher could arrive, before anyone could stop her, Maya spun, one swift motion. A calculated strike, a crack echoed. Chad's arm bent backward the wrong way, his scream was pure agony. He collapsed to the floor clutching his elbow. No one moved, no one spoke. The quiet girl had just become a storm. The quiet before the storm. Maya Lin had always been invisible. Ever since she transferred to Willow Creek High, she kept her head down, spoke only when required, and made herself as small as possible. Whispers followed her like shadows. "She doesn't talk. She's always alone. I heard she lives with her uncle. Her parents are gone or something." But no one asked her anything, no one knew the truth. Not that her silence came from shyness, but from trauma. Not that her father had passed in a war overseas. Not that her mother had died right in front of her. A robbery gone wrong, at a gas station. 1 second, she was holding Maya's hand. The next, lifeless. Maya had screamed for hours that night. After that, the silence came. And it stayed. She was taken in by her uncle, Uncle Quan, a former martial arts instructor who owned a run-down dojo at the edge of town. He didn't speak much English, but he gave her something far more important. Discipline's power control. He never asked her to fight. But he taught her how not to lose. A history written in silence. The school sent Maya home after the incident with Chad. But dozens of phones had recorded the slap. Everyone saw it, how he hit her first, how she didn't say a word, how she reacted with speed, precision and restraint. Even the school counselor said, "It's clear she defended herself." But what surprised everyone more wasn't the broken elbow. It was the silence afterward. Maya didn't brat. She just stood in the principal's office, face calm, eyes unreadable. Chad's parents were furious, they threatened lawsuits. The school, however, quietly discouraged it. The last thing they wanted was a viral video of them punishing a girl who had just defended herself from a known bully. But the whispers around Maya didn't stop, they changed. "She's dangerous. She's a black belt or something. No wonder she never talks." Maya went back to school the next week. But something was different. The girl everyone feared. But no one knew didn't like the attention. The same kids who ignored her now gave her space. Some even tried to befriend her. Out of curiosity, or she couldn't tell. In the cafeteria, a girl named Lexi sat beside her. "Hey, that was kind of awesome," Lexi said, unwrapping her sandwich. "What you did to Chad?" Maya shrugged. Lexi leaned in. "You know he used to mess with me too, right? Once he dumped my tray for no reason." Maya nodded, but her eyes remained distant. Lexi tried again. Do you want to come over after school? I have extra cookies." Cookies didn't sound threatening. Maya agreed with a nod. That day began a soft, slow friendship. Lexi didn't ask too many questions. She didn't push Maya to talk. Instead, she talked about her bad cooking and how she hated math. Maya listened. She smiled sometimes. Occasionally she wrote answers in a small notebook. She still hadn't spoken a word. But for the first time in a long time she didn't feel invisible. The meeting with the teacher a week later. Maya was called into Mrs. Carter's office. Mrs. Carter was the school's head counselor. Warm, calm, and known for helping troubled students. Maya sat down, eyes wary. Mrs. smiled gently. "I just wanted to talk. No lectures, I promise." Maya nodded. "I saw the video," Mrs. Carter said. "And I also saw how controlled you were. That was impressive." A flicker of emotion crossed Maya's face. "Surprise, maybe. I'm not here to punish you," the counselor continued. "But I do want to understand you." Maya looked down. Mrs. Carter slid a paper across the desk. "This is a creative therapy program. It's for students who've experienced trauma. You don't have to speak, you can write. Or draw." Maya's fingers brushed the page. After a pause she picked up a pen from the desk. And wrote, "Will they make me talk about my mom?" Mrs. Carter read it. "No, only if you want to. And only when you're ready." Maya looked up for first time, really looked. Her eyes shimmered. She nodded. And for the first time since the funeral she cried. The truth about Chad's arm was in a cast. He returned to school after 2 weeks slightly dimmed. Some expected him to lash out again. But Chad avoided Maya. People began to notice. He was the one walking the other way in the hallway now. Still, one afternoon, Lexi heard him mutter to his friends, "Freak show." Lexi stood up. She's stronger than you'll ever be. Chad snorted. You don't even know her. Lexi answered, you don't either. That night, Maya overheard Lexi talking to another girl about what happened. I used to be scared of her too. But I think she's just been hurt, really, really bad. Maya didn't say anything. But something inside her softened. The night at the dojo one evening, Lexi followed Maya home. She didn't ask to be invited in. Just waited outside the small dojo. Maya opened the door, eyebrows raised. Lexi smiled. Teach me, please, I want to learn what tilted her head. Lexi added, not so I can fight, but so I won't be scared again. That night, the dojo echoed with movement. Uncle Kwan watched silently from the corner as the two girls trained. Maya moved like water, every motion graceful, precise. Lexi stumbled, laughed, fell, and got back up. By the end of the night, both girls were sweating, smiling, and standing tall. The final showdown. But not what you think. A month passed. Maya's presence in school became respected. Not feared. Not admired like a celebrity, but respected. People began to say hi, some smile, a few even sat with her at lunch. But then one day, in the hallway again, it happened. Chad shoved a freshman against the locker. No reason, just rage, old habits die hard. Maya saw it, everyone held their breath. But Maya didn't run, didn't fight, she stepped in front of the boy, held her hand out to Chad. Not in challenge, but as a warning. Nuff, she said. Her first word in public. One word. Chad froze, his face twisted. But he stepped back, and walked away healing, step by step. Mrs. Carter heard about the incident. When Maya sat in her office again, the counselor smiled warmly. I heard you spoke, she said. Maya nodded. I think your mom would be proud. Silence. Then Maya whispered. I think she'd want me to keep speaking. Mrs. Carter beamed. Then that's what we'll do, she said, one word at a time. The message that echoed by the end of the school year. Maya had become something unexpected. Not popular, not feared, but known. The girl who used to walk the hallways in silence now led SUF classes after school, open to anyone, free of charge. She still didn't speak much, but when she did, every word mattered. Her story wasn't about violence, it was about strength. The kind that comes from pain, but transforms it into power. The kind that protects, not punishes. And the kind that teaches others that even the quietest voice can roar when it matters most. Final message for narrator or on-screen text. 4. She never wanted to be a fighter. She just didn't want to be a victim anymore. And when she stood tall, others found the courage to rise too. Maya Lin, the girl who broke the silence,